And you guys, you see these pairs of friends that kind of spun off from the show. How did you guys know, like, you're my pal? Like, how did you know that you two were going to be bonded from working together?
Uh, you just know, I know for me, I sense goodness in, somebody, and Phyllis has got it radiating off of her, so it wasn't
Oh my
difficult to
gosh.
notice.
Well, that was the same thing with Les. I mean, we just immediately hit it off, and we sat across from each other for 9 years, and we got to the point we could almost look at each other and know what the other one was thinking, and
Like the same
we
sentence.
we talked a lot without even opening our mouths, didn't we, Les?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
And
No,
we
you
shot
kind
a
of,
lot.
you know when somebody's a good person, and he's the kindest. He makes everybody feel like they're somebody, everybody. And that was something that I uh, enjoyed watching him and do on set with all the crew members, not just the cast. Everybody knew that Leslie loved him, you know. And they also knew if he didn't care for him, I think sometimes. but but no, they all knew where Leslie stood.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that because, and then that makes me think, we've all worked together with somebody for so long, and then you leave or something happens. How was that transition of going to seeing each other every day on set to then, like, was that hard?
Yeah, definitely. For me, it was.
It was.
Yeah, because we not only sat across from each other, but we ate lunch together. We went shopping together. We'd go to Target. We did
Good
daily.
stuff. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was a big empty loss for me.
There
I
was
had to.
definitely a void there because when you're used to seeing somebody every day and something happens, you go like, "Oh, I got to tell Phil." Oh, I'm not going to
Yeah.
see you. Or I
Yeah.
can't tell you that. I have to now pick up the phone and text you or call you. Whereas
Right.
before it would be
Thank
like, "How?"
goodness we do have text and calling, don't we, Les?
Yes, and then we've got the group chat. So
Yeah.
from the very beginning, when Greg Daniels gave us an opportunity to formulate our characters, and he said, "We're going into the conference room. Bring what you would need to bring in there, to be in a conference room." And I ran across this crossword puzzle book. So I think the term quiet quitter and then the crossword puzzle are synonymous because he would get this crossword puzzle, Stanley would, and he'd be in the meeting, but not of the meeting.
Yes.
So, and even times when he would, have dialogue, instead of looking at the person and directing the dialogue to him, it would just give the line back, give the line without even looking up. So that way, you're there and you've quit, but you've done it just under the radar of, not having to be on life support or anything.
My character, I think, developed as we went along. She really only had one line in the pilot, and she just, every script that I got, it just kind of developed, and then the way I am as a person just kind of came out.
So are you like Phyllis? Because she's fun. She's a fun person to work with.
Well, I don't. Leslie, am I okay to work with?
Yes, you
You
are
answer that one.
a scream and a holler to work with. We had a lot of great times, even when the cameras weren't rolling. We would start laughing. A lot of times you'd see us in scenes, know that it took a lot to get to that scene because we would crack up laughing with and at each other and everything else. So yeah, there was a lot of laughter to be heard. There's a lot of fun times. Yeah.
Oh, and how do you guys feel? I know some people who have these legendary, iconic characters that you will always be remembered for. How does that feel now, all these years later? Are you kind of like, okay, yeah, that was a million years ago, or do you like embrace it?
I
Embrace
embrace it.
Embrace it. Got to.
Yeah, it's a blessing, and for me, I'm just so grateful to have had the opportunity and to have those 9 years, nine good years. So
Mhm.
yeah,
And
I
was
think
it,
you're
most actors are not going to get a 9-year run on a hit show where, we started in 2004. It's 2023. Next year will be 20 years of office.
and we keep developing new generations that seem to
Mhm.
enjoy it. So we really are blessed.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we've had people 8, 9 years old up to 90, and they all watch it, and they sit down with their families and watch it still, that we're in syndication. So,
Yeah.
and people come up. And since we weren't taping in front of a live audience, now we get to see people and meet people, and
Right.
they tell us how they feel about the show.
Yeah.
And those personality types, you're going to see them at school, at work, at church. If you belong to any clubs, auxiliaries, you're going to see those personality types, and you're going to be like, that's that Angela holding on to the keys to the supply closet. Why won't she let us? I need a pencil. That's Dwight doing what he does. Oh, that's Stanley ignoring everybody. Oh, that's Phyllis. She's being so nice to people, and so, oh, they're going to think she's a pushover, and she's not. And she's going to go and
She'll get
smile while
you.
she does it. So,